founder of secretive Christian sect at center of South Korea's largest outbreak of COVID-19 infections, arrested for allegedly hiding crucial information from contact traces and other offenses, linked to more than 5,200 coronavirus infections, or 36% of South Korea's total cases.
Here's a summary of the article.
South Korean authorities on Saturday arrested Lee Man-hee, the powerful head of the Shincheonji Church of Jesus, which is linked to more than 5,200 coronavirus infections, or 36% of South Korea's total cases. Prosecutors allege the 89-year-old conspired with other sect leaders to withhold information from authorities during the peak of the outbreak among his more than 200,000 followers. Lee, who has described the novel coronavirus as the devil's deed to stop the sect's growth, allegedly hid details on members and their meeting places as authorities tried to trace infection routes in February, Yonhap news agency reported. Lee is also suspected of embezzling about 5.6 billion won in church funds, including about 5 billion won which he allegedly used to build a retreat, Yonhap said. Lee and his church have steadfastly denied the accusations, saying they were cooperating with health authorities. Its spokesperson, Kim Young-yoon, said the church will do its best so that the truth is clearly proved in court. South Korean health authorities used an aggressive test and quarantine program to contain the outbreak in Daegu and nearby towns by April, but the country has seen a resurgence of the virus in the Seoul metropolitan area since late May. South Korea's Centers for Disease Control and Prevention on Saturday reported 31 newly confirmed cases.
This post received a score of 10,000, with an upvote ratio of 97%. Here are the top comments in response to this article.
That's not how you use a mask, folks.
It's okay, he's the second coming of Jesus and cannot get sick.
Korea has had second comings of Jesus since as far as I can remember. 1998 was supposed to have been the apocalypse and the return of the horseman.
Greater than secretive Christian sect round these parts, we call that a cult instead of acting like it's a legit denomination.
Don't all cults see themselves as legit denominations and do anything they can to be treated as such legally?
Aren't all religions cults yet see themselves as legit denominations and do anything they can to be treated as such legally?
Generally, cults tend to emphasize a form of loyalty towards them and wants to isolate its members from the outside world. Generally also relies on charismatic leaders and more direct recruitment tactics that may exploit vulnerable people by giving them a sense of belonging. So early Christianity could be considered a cult since they did distance themselves from Roman society. Most larger denominations typically wouldn't be called that since they often are a normal part of society and generally don't try to socially control its members.
There is also a matter of integrating into society as well. Christianity, Islam and Buddhism, to name a few examples, all molded themselves into society and culture. They had to bend a few times in history to ensure that they survive, whether it be by overt pressures like leaders or subtle pressures like the change in culture in nations. Cults, on the other hand, are more about staying apart from others. They're proud that they're distinct and above the regular masses. They don't want to join the wider world. They want the latter to bow to them.
So the Amish and Mennonites are cults? I am not sure the delineation between religion and cult is so binary, if there is one. There needs to be much more re-education done to people wearing their masks like that. You wouldn't just throw the seatbelt over you without buckling in. Looks almost right but not actually effective at all.
Back in the early days of seatbelt laws, people did indeed just put the seatbelt over them without buckling. Some may still do it.
Yeah, I tried using this comparison on an anti-mask coworker and he's just says he doesn't buckle up either.
Ask him if he puts his condom on his ballsack instead of his dick.
He'd just whine more about being an incel, then go on about how against abortion he is and probably condoms too, I imagine.
Everyone in this thread is talking about the sect cult. I'm sitting here amazed that South Korea only has approximately 15,600 cases while being one of the mostly densely populated countries on the planet.
This video was automatically created by Reddit to speech. The article and comments in this video were selected from Reddit according to their upvotes, and any paraphrasing was performed by smmry.com, without any human intervention.